Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we played as Gath in Late Age, a vanilla nation, and we won, which was pretty great. And, you know, LA Gath is not, like, the most interesting of nations, I guess. You know, I make a lot of comparisons to MA Ulm, and I like Ulm a lot, but, you know, I'm not gonna fart in your mouth and call it happy gas and say that Ulm is the most exciting, interesting, unique nation out there. It's a pretty basic one, usually recommended for beginners. And the way that I played Gath was pretty similar. Earth mages and strong units. We just had that extra twist of a nice bless, but our bless was not like, it's not like we threw flight on there or something, you know, and like some weird stuff in order to really, we just made our strong units stronger. But yeah, so we're gonna move on and roll up another random nation. You already get to know what it is. I don't, but we will roll right now. Between 1 and 223, as long as it's not something we've done before. Okay, I think we got another vanilla one here. 101. It happens to be another late age. Wildly enough. Vaettiheim. Wolfkin Jarldom. I think this is like little goblins, isn't it? Whatever do I create world? Actually, what are we on now? We are on 38. Assuming I didn't skip a number. I don't think I did. Alright, 38. Let's go with Aluin again. We're going to try this one again. You never know. It's just so pretty. I just want it to work. Late age. Difficult AI. We'll leave it on random, I guess. I don't know if you... Because you might... aggressive nations will never accept an NAP. That's why I like standard. It just works. And we want, what was it, 14, I think is the number for this place. It's a big old number, and then 1 underwater. So, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Random land nation. Throw 1 water in there. Actually, it's not even going to be random. It's going to be fucking... Erythia. Yeah. Alright, and we are playing Vaettiheim. Wolfkin Jarldom. Let's go. Alright, last time we did heat scale, now we're on cold scale, because we're all cold resistant. Land of bitter winters and cool summers, the home of the Vaetr, small and wicked goblins who once dwelled in the icy forests of Jotunheim. So we got small, stealthy Vaetr, wolf riders, and a few giants. We get death magic. Again, just... job done. But glamour magic. It's always fun and interesting to try out glamour. We don't get too much of it. Because a lot of these nations, the modded ones, are ported over from, like, Dominions 5. And glamour is new to 6. So that's why a lot of modded nations don't have glamour. But this is a vanilla nation. Death, glamour, nature, blood, water, astral. That is quite a big selection of magic. We got weak priest though. Cold limit +1. We got primitive forts, but our labs cost only 300 in forests specifically. Alright, we got the Vaettiheim. Our scout. Stealth 40 is not super amazing, but you know, it's pretty standard. And it's a little goblin riding a wolf. I mean, what more do you want? The Jarl, 75 leadership, size 2 for these little goblins, yep. The Vaettigod is a level 1 priest and level 1 nature, sacred, stealthy, beastmaster +2, and can summon allies, presumably wolves. Okay, the Vaettigija Level 1 water, level 1 death, level 1 glamour, level 1 priest, and then another water, astral, death, nature, or blood. Pretty big mix of stuff here. They are old age, however. So unless we take unaging as a sacred, these things are going to be dying off left and right. Good research ability, though, when you've got that much magic going on. So we could have 2 waters, 2 deaths, some astral in there, some nature, so moss body maybe, or some blood if we want to do blood stuff. Dimveti. Assassin. Capital only. 1 recruitment point, 140 gold. Pretty cheap assassin, but certainly also you get what you pay for. 9 hit points, size 2, 4 protection. 13 MR, 14 defense. Assassin 2, which is not the worst. They get Dusk Dagger, 16 attack, 12 piercing magical, armor negating, and draws blood. So I think they start bleeding for more damage. And also a Poison Dagger, 11 pierce, with the 15 armor negating poison on it. Honestly, the weapons are pretty good. I think if you slapped some semi-decent armor on there, these would be pretty capable. I don't think we're going to start out by making assassins, but it might be a mid-game sort of thing that we're like, okay, I can make some shit for them. Let's get some assassins out there to deal with some of this more annoying stuff. Then we have Jotun-Geisha. Death 1, Glamour 1, Blood 1, Priest 1. Whew, boy, pretty big mix of, you know, you're going to get Water, Astral, Death, Nature, Blood, or maybe Glamour thrown in there. 10% for another thing. They're going to be a pretty big mix of casts in there. They are 405 gold, but only 2 recruitment points, so you could just spam these. They are also old. I think unaging is pretty much, I wouldn't say mandatory or anything, but it's going to be viable. Death Curse, Fortune Teller 10 is always nice, considering the little ones don't have that. Assuming we have money, and we always do, I don't see much reason not to make the Giants version. I mean, yeah, the smaller one does get inherent water, but aside from that, I mean, I'd pick water over blood because I'm not big on blood. But yeah, aside from that, it's pretty good. And then a Vaettiheim can only be recruited in non-fort forests. Inept researchers, old, and they get 1 of water, astral, death, nature, glamour, or blood. I mean, you can recruit these in all these little lab forests, but 5 research is really not good unless we get some magic scales, which would be a way to really supercharge our research speed, because our labs only cost 300 in forests. So that's potentially viable. In the long run, though, they're kind of just worthless. I mean, what are you going to do with 1 death or 1 nature or 1 glamour? You know, it's just like, it's really just research fodder, I would say, by and large. The arcane ones, sure, you can throw in some sort of communion, but other than that, I don't tend to like 1. I mean, if this was in the capital or something, or had to be in a fort, I don't think I'd ever make it. But I think that's the intended strat. Alright, our units. Oh, also, I will point out we don't really have any big commanders at all. Our biggest commander is the Jarl with 75. So perhaps we might be interested in taking Inspirational Presence. +1 inspirational and +50 leadership. But that's only for our sacreds, right? And that's definitely not a sacred. But that would give our big Ijas 100 leadership, which might be worth doing. You know, maybe. It's not like it's an expensive one. It is 3 bless points. But the +1 inspirational is always kind of nice. That might be possible. We're going to look at the units, though. Let's see. So we got the Vaetti Archer. Very cheap. Range 35 short bows, 10 attack, 10 pierce. In the late age, that is very insignificant. I mean, you're fighting a lot of heavy infantry, even light infantry. This is not going to do much of anything, too. It's probably not worth doing, especially with the buffs available to us. You know, if we get big nature, we could invent them, but we don't really have big nature. Not really. I mean, it's not really worth. Yeah, we're probably gonna skip archers on this one, I would imagine, but there might be a bigger archer. Light Vaeti infantry. I will say, the fact that you could field just like 300 of these is kind of tempting, but again, we have very limited leadership. And that's something like you're going to have to pump out a lot of Jarls or something to accommodate the mass amount of archers that you'd have to make. So this feels like commander-wise a bit more of a quality over quantity. So the light infantry, size 2, so 5 to a square is pretty strong against, you know, big targets. Because that's 5 to a square compared to 3 to a square for most humans. So we're getting 2 extra swings. And our damage does not really suffer for it. Length 1 hatchets with 14 slashing is okay. It's not amazing or anything, but it's okay. 12 MR, 8 protection, 9 morale, 12 defense. I mean, by and large, pretty weak. They are stealthy, if that interests you, and cold resistant, but yeah. The spearmen, pretty much similar, except they do get 5 more protection, 13 protection with shields, and 3 length spears doing 12 piercing. Again, size 2. A lot of numbers. If I'm going up against a giant nation, yeah, I mean, that's appealing. Otherwise, not really. The crossbowmen. Range 40, 12 attack, 11 pierce. Would have been really nice for that to be higher. We're not going to have access to many strength buffs or anything like that. It's really going to help this out. So it's, yeah, it's iffy. Light Vaeti infantry. A different light Vaeti that can also be recruited in all forests. Okay, so this was the spearman. This is the light infantry with spears. I don't know why we needed a distinction. Yeah, these are probably cheaper. 10 resources versus 5. So yeah, if resource is really tight, this is a lot cheaper for a very similar attack potential, if not worse, protection. Herd Vetti. Okay. 10 hit points, 15 protection, 12 MR, 11 morale, 13 defense, 7 combat speed. So this is certainly like our more medium to heavy infantry. Length 1 broadswords dealing 15 slashing damage. They have shields. Yeah, getting into usable territory for me, personally. And again, 5 to a square is pretty strong. Vetti Berserkers. 8 hit points, 13 protection, 12 MR, 10 morale is pretty low-ish. 9 defense. They get length 2 battle axes dealing 21 slashing damage. And Berserker. That will bump them up to 14 attack, 23 damage, 15 protection, 7 defense. The thing is, Berserker only kicks in if they're wounded, right? And you have 13 protection, 8 hit points. So it has to be an attack that beats our protection, hits us, you know, and then does an amount of damage that leaves us alive, but, you know, just wounded. I mean, it's going to happen, of course. Most things are not going to kill us in one shot with 13 protection, right? Because if you think about the standard, like, spearmen or something, light infantry here dealing 12 piercing damage. That will probably do, on average, like, 4 points of damage, I would guess. 3 or 4. So, yeah, I mean, sure. But I feel like if we go up against other berserkers, whoever hits first is probably going to die. Because that's going to do 8 points plus 25% on average. So that's just going to decimate you. So it's like, yeah, it's got Berserker. It's nice. But really, they don't want to get hit. Thankfully, they're still okay if they don't get hit. Because again, size 2, 5 to a square, dealing 21 slash damage. Not bad. Wolf Riders. So, this is our cavalry. 26 speed. They're size 3 on the mount, so 3 to a square cavalry. Dealing 12 piercing. No charge bonus or anything. They do have a shield. They do get helmets. But 8 protection, 8 hit points is not a great amount. The wolf's in a much worse spot. 2 protection, 11 defense, 8 hit points. Yeah, they're really going to die in droves. I mean, I guess you're meant to hire them in droves, but again, the commander problem. Then Wolf Brother. So, pretty similar. They get an iron cap. They bump up to 17 defense, 13 protection. Which is liable to keep the Wolf Brother alive for a good amount. But the wolves still 8 hit points, 2 protection, 12 defense. I mean, it's just you're gonna have a lot of dethroned stuff. But they're fast. They're fast, so you can put them all the way in the back of your scripting, have them ride to the rear, and maybe gank some commanders pretty quickly. It's not a bad idea. I'd pick the Wolf Brothers over the Wolf Riders, but these can be recruited in any forest ever. But I don't usually do stuff like that. Moose Rider. Okay. So this is like our version of the elephant, I guess. So the Moose Rider gets a 11 piercing crossbow. And there's an archer with a 10 pierce short bow. And then the moose itself, which does not have trample. So really, it's just like, this is a mobile archer platform. I don't know. I mean, again, like, you could set it on attack rear. It has 24 combat speed. It does do pretty good damage, even if it has very low attack. But it's also completely unarmored. So, you know, yeah. Jotun Hurler. We get into giant territory now. It gets more expensive. 33 hit points, 13 protection is very nice. 12 morale, 12 MR. They get a hand axe for 26 slashing damage. Good lord. And then they can throw a boulder. Range 7, 36 bludgeoning. They only get 2 of these, but honestly, what more do you need, right? You're going to throw maybe 1 boulder and then you'll be in melee anyways. And if this hits anything, it's fucking flattened. No shields, though. But still, 13 protection, 33 hit points means that they can weather quite a lot of arrows, even crossbow bolts. Jotun Axeman. Axeman. 33 hit points, 19 protection. 12 MR, 12 morale, 10 defense, but 29 slashing damage on their axes with shields. Oh, yes. Now, they're size 6, so 1 to a square. They're also susceptible to shock, and they don't have much else going for them other than hitting very hard. But damn, does it hit hard. 29 slashing is a miracle. I'm trying to think, because I do like that boulder as well. But that short range is... And the fact that if the boulder hits our Axeman... oh boy. I mean, 36 bludgeoning. So you're still doing, on average, 17 damage to an Axeman. So like half his health if you hit. But, you know, you'd put the hurlers up front first. They don't have many boulders to throw. And then the Axemen come to support them. But they're all size 6, so they can't really jostle for spaces too well. You'd have to set these guys on sparse or something, a sparse line, and then it gets into all sorts of trouble. You could have the Axemen come on a flank, but then it kind of defeats the purpose of the... Well, you could put them pretty far forward on a flank, though. You kind of want contact on these guys. Yeah, that might work. I don't know. It could be interesting. And then our Sacred, Rimvetti. So they have a Chill 2 aura. They're stealthy. They have Cold Power 1, Ice Armor 1, and Ice Protection 1. So this will have a higher protection. Okay, so it's higher natural protection and higher armored protection. So it's stacking, which means these guys could get really protective and become more powerful, you know, attack, strength, and stuff in a cold province. These things depend on the cold. By default, 10 hit points, 14 protection, size 2, 13 MR, 12 morale, 15 defense, and a 15 slashing magic ice blade with 13 attack. And they have shields. And they're sacred. Now, am I to assume that this is stats that would go for neutral scales? Like no temperature? Let's see. Vaettiheim. Rimvetti. Yeah, I mean, so... Right, I think this is neutral. And then, so ice protection, ice armor, that's going to be 1 extra protection, natural and armored, for every cold scale we're in. And remember, it's not completely additive. There's a formula, so it's not quite just adding 2 armor for every cold scale we're in. I mean, it's not going to be that far off because we have no natural protection. Right, and then so 2 cold scale, you know, you'd probably assume that we're at like 17-ish protection, 18 protection, which is not insane, but that's without any bless involved. It's not bad. Cold power, I think, is attack and strength, and maybe something else. Who knows? It's attack, defense, strength, and combat speed. Okay, so you do get the defense. So then on cold scale 2, we'd have 15 attack, 17 strength, 17 defense, with like 17 or 18 protection-ish around there. You're getting to a pretty damn solid heavy infantry at that point. But that's specifically at cold scale 2. And remember, we rarely fight in our own dominion, especially with how shitty our priests are. So you have to assume we're going to be just default stats or even maybe one lower than these stats. And at that point, it's like, is it really worth it? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go much on a bless. If I do anything with a bless, it's going to be like, yeah, unaging or something for our casters. But we also have summons. Neefle Jarls can be summoned. What does that take? Neefle Jarl, Winter's Call, Blood 6. 86 blood slaves, 3 blood, 2 water. This is your big boy commander, 150 leadership, 2 gold stars, 3 water, 2 death, 2 holy, plus an extra water death glamour, and a 10%. They're susceptible to shock, but they have cold resistant 30, chill 18. My god. Cold power 1, ice protection 3. So in 2 cold scales, that is a phenomenal amount of protection. I mean, 20 protection. And they have the big ice blade, 31 slashing magic damage. Yeah. Pretty good, but I'd have to go down blood just to get this guy, so I don't think we can really... Yeah, there's some dwarves that have access to a whole bunch of different magic. A lot of air, earth, fire, air, earth. I mean, what are these taking? Dwarf of this. It's not unique to them. I'm not sure. There's like an event or something that will happen. And then you can just start recruiting them. That's true. That's pretty awesome. Great Bears can be summoned. 40 hit points. Big damage. Yada yada. Jotun Wolves. Sacred Wolves, huh? Fear 5. Cold resistant 15. Berserker plus 3 animals. 25 slash, 23 slash on the bite and claw. Yeah, 30 hit points, 9 protection, 10 defense. With Berserker, that's 12 protection, 7 defense, 28 damage bite at 16. That's pretty strong. Especially if we can get some sort of defensive bless. But how tricky are they to get is always the question. The Jotun Wolf. Brood of Garm. Conjuration 4. 10 nature gems gets you 5 of them. Oh boy, we may have a strat here. Requires nature 2. That's easier said than done to be gotten, unless we have a pretender that can just spam it. Because it is... Is it? I don't think it's 5 plus. I think it's just 5. So, yeah, it doesn't help us much. So, yeah, nature 2 will be kind of hard to get. But if we get a pretender or get one of these that happens to amazingly line up with 2 nature, then Thistle Maces could be made for all of the goads to turn them into nature 2. And then we'd have some big-ass sacred wolves and quite a few of them. Because if I could just... I mean, depending on how gems... Late age is always skimpy on gems. That's the problem. I don't think we ever really want to rely on this strat at all, but... You know. Glosso is a sacred boar. It's a horrible dark boar surrounded by hellish heat. So it's fire resistant 25, heat 3, tramples, even though they're size 4. It's pretty rare. Sacred with poisonous gore. Weird. Summon Glosso. Gets you 9 of them for 13 death gems. Yeah, that's it. 9 for 13 death gems. But that heat aura... Yeah, but still, just sending them into the back and letting them run around. I don't know, maybe? Maybe. And then it says something might enable recruitment of Nephil Giants. Limited recruitment. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if we can recruit these, we sure as shit will. But I don't know what unlocks that. Oh, we are going to start with 2 nature gems per turn out of our cap. So that's... It might be viable. We're not going to base any major strategy around it, but it might be viable. Okay, so what do we want? Son of Nephil? Go really cold. You can probably summon winter wolves every month. There's a chance to. Let's look at LA. This is okay. Vaettiheim. Was this in Dominions 5? I think so. It was, yes. Like, there's some videos. He doesn't have a guide for this one, so he links a couple of videos that I'm not going to watch. The wiki does mention the extremely cheap lab rats, the hags, recruitable from any forest. Very inexpensive, cap only sacred. Size 2 wolf cavalry, so yeah, the sizes were different until this game. So a small wolf cavalry expand well, can serve as flankers and raiders. Blah 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 blah. Wide variety of randoms on mages. Middling access to blood. Access to Ill Winter, which unlocks the ability to summon Nephil Jarls using Winter's Call. So ill winter. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Before we get into that, look at our. So we got summon Glossos, 9 of them for 13 death gems. Got the Brood of Garm, 5 Jotun Wolves for 5 nature gems. 10 nature gems. But actually getting the 2 is tricky. And then Dwarf of the Four Directions. Increasing chance of hurricanes devastating provinces for each dwarf summoned. If all 4 dwarves are summoned, the world is cast in darkness and a perpetual storm will cover the world. Killing a dwarf will return it to its task of holding up the sky. Okay. We're not going to get this. I mean, 62 air gems, and I basically have to have a pretender to cast that. Just kind of unlikely. Alteration, nothing. Evocation, nothing. Construction, possibly, probably nothing, I would imagine. Enchantment, nothing. Thaumaturgy, Saith Curse. Curse is a random non-cursed enemy commander in the targeted province, as well as a random friendly non-cursed commander. Ooh, jeez. And then Blood Magic, Winter's Call. Nifl Jarl Frostheim earlier is drawn into this world to serve the maker of the Ill Winter. This ritual is only castable if the global enchantment Ill Winter is active. Affects entire world, 50% chance of unrest plus d4, cold plus 1 for every 4 months, random attacks in cold provinces, allows recruitment of 1 Nifl Giant in every fort for Jotun nations. Okay, so you gotta get 5 blood going, you gotta get 120 blood slaves, then cast Winter's Call for 86 blood slaves to get the Nifl Jarl. But I guess you don't have to do that. But still. Yeah, that's tricky. I mean, it's not impossible or anything, but tricky. Vaettiheim has the most extensive lineup of small troops in the game. Much of their gameplay centers around the fact that they fit 5 to a square. This gives higher attack density and overall force density than humans. They will likely stack sizable harass penalties on their targets. That's true. Because they are small, more units are affected per cast of AoE spells. Combined with Vaettiheim's ready access to AoE 1 buff spells like Moss Body, Quickness, Protection, Luck, and Body Ethereal, this makes Vaettiheim able to point buff a large number of troops, which can become quite powerful. A number of Vaettiheim tactics involve stacking point buffs on troops using guard commander orders to keep them in place, then throwing them into combat. However, their high density is a disadvantage when facing enemy area effect attacks, such as Thunderstrike, Leech, and even the attacks from fire elementals. Okay. Stacking point buffs on troops using guard commander to keep them in place, then throwing them into combat. Guard commander. So you're just going to have, what, a billion mages and they all have 5 guys on them for 1 square? I mean, I guess you could, but the variety is the problem. You can't guarantee. I mean, again, if you stat, that seems questionable to me. Maybe I don't know. I'm not really sure where to take this. Says, Vaettiheim is an elfin nation, sneaking into enemy land before the war starts and then raiding lands your opponent won't have enough resources to stop you. Yeah, so all the elf nations of dominions, as they call, I mean, it's mostly elf nations, but also nations like this that have, like, all stealth units. You are meant to do this strategy where you move a whole bunch of armies, little armies, stealthfully into your enemy territory. And then all at once in one turn, all of them just attack those provinces. And the enemy just quickly loses, like, 8 provinces in a turn before they can just do anything about it. We've never done it, but that is something that's a possibility. So I think the boring option for us would be to just say, all right, let's just build a shit ton of Jotun Axemen. We'll go full scales and just have, 200 of these in every army, and it'll be extremely hard for the enemy to actually kill us with 19 protection, 30 hit points. Like that's probably the more boring strategy that I could employ. But I am kind of tempted to go with the little guys, because that is more unique. We don't often get size 2 units. And it might be fun to play with, like, the herd Veti, because these guys are not that bad. Size 2, it's 15 slashing, it's pretty good. They get shields and all that. And then maybe the crossbowmen. You get a lot of crossbows, but that's 11 pierce versus 10 pierce on the short bow. This is 6 gold, 4 resources, 8. This is, so 1 more gold, 2 more, no, God, way more. 6 more resources, 1 more recruitment point. So if resources are the constraint, I can get a lot more archers, but I guess I'd probably pick the crossbowmen overall. It is 1 every 2 round shots. True, but it's a further range. They get a higher attack by 2 and 1 extra pierce, which does matter. So I guess, yeah, we'd probably go crossbowmen. So yeah, herd Veti, crossbowmen, and then maybe some berserkers on the side, or the wolf brothers sprinting to the back on wolves and stabbing. And then we use a lot of point buffs from, like, our army of Vaettigijas. Or just the mass amount of hags we should have. Like, every forest should have a lab just pumping out large amounts of hags. Because they can all do, body ethereal. They can do... I don't remember all the buffs. I don't think everything gets access to a point buff that costs 1 path. Because if you look at alteration, death doesn't really have anything. Just a second. Okay. Right. So we're talking about level 1 path buffs. I mean, most of it's going to be personal buffs. We're not going to get much out of that. Blur will be our glamour one of choice. Reducing enemy attack skill by 2, so that's not bad. Astral obviously is body ethereal. Nature has bark skin, which is pretty nice. What else do we have with death? I think death will probably end up being the most useless. Yeah, unfortunately. Not going to be a whole lot for that. It's also Envenom arrows. That's true. So that could be something for nature as well. After they cast some bark skin. Also, I don't think we got any air, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's going to be much for death to do, so they might just stay behind until I get boosters. And we are going to want boosters. But again, gems are not that great. Yeah. So I think we will have a bunch of hags. We'll take the ones that are usable, which is going to be all the astral ones, all the nature ones, all the glamour ones. Definitely. But then certainly in the capital, we're going to want to be mostly making the big geishas, because that's going to be the most usable mages we have. The little ones, though, I mean, you know, Moss Body could be in there. Double Waters like Quickness or something, or, you know, with boosters, Wave Form Warriors. Double Death as uses, obviously. You know, it's going to be there. Okay, so I think, yeah, we're going to do Herd Vetis. We're going to do the Crossbowmen. We're going to do Wolf Brothers. And then we're going to do Rim Vetis. We will use these Sacreds because they're going to slot right in with the rest of our melee guys. Now, they are slightly faster, so they're going to make contact first. If we put them in the same lineup, these guys will always be the first one on the line. So what we want for sure is big cold scales. Abso-fucking-lutely. We want cold 3, and we're going to get cold 3 no matter what. And then, yeah, I think we want to prioritize a defensive buff. And I think we might want to take something that leans towards being useful on the wolves. Because remember, if we can get the easiest gem booster in the game, Mother Oak, Nature 5, if we can get that, we get 10 nature gems a turn, which means we can perpetually just spit out these things no matter what other gem sites we found. So I think the Jotun Wolf will also be useful and is also interested in more of a defensive buff than anything offensive. So I think that works. We already can cast Blur, but maybe Displacement on them could be strong, or just Awe if we want to go all the way to Awe. I think we're definitely looking at probably an imprisoned thing. I think we want... are we going to want growth or something? I mean, what are we spending here, really? Probably recruitment points the most. 17 on these guys. 10, 14, 17. 7, 10, 9. But we want... yeah, these things... Yeah, it's not... I mean, we don't have to go crazy on scales, to be honest. So we want nature for sure on our pretender to get nature 5. And then we want... what did I say? Glamour, maybe, for Awe? Maybe. So I don't know if there is an easy nature glamour option for us. Usually not. No. So we could just take, say, the idol of sorcery and throw nature in there. If I want to do the immobile option, which is usually what I do, it enables scales the easiest. But I think maybe we want to lean towards dormant on this. But the Rim Veti, 36 recruitments. And if we set high dominion and we want a lot of those guys, then we are going to want, yeah, probably something like the Idol of Sorcery, dormant. And if we want to get Awe, I have to take Glamour Fire for that. But it is very strong. It is incarnate, but it's 8 bless points, Glamour 6, Fire 2, you know? Just to grab Awe. And then I need more points. Beyond that, think maybe just sort of a safe, solid bet. Just bumping defense, attack. You know, we just want them to be the fucking line holders, you know? Definitely strength. I think they need more strength to actually cut through stuff. So no matter what, we want strength. I would say Blood Surge is always a nice choice, but maybe instead of that, we just grab... Yeah, I'm iffy on the Idol of Sorcery now. I'd rather take... but we do want Glamour kind of by default. Aren't that many Glamour chassis, really? Idol of Sorcery or the Great Enchantress. Which we could do this. And then go into Strength a bit. We need Nature 5. We want Cold 3 for sure. So I think Heroism will be good as well. But then we could just take... The thing is, like, if I'm picking this... If I'm just picking Earth because I want Strength, you may as well pick Blood. Because then you get fucking Blood Surge. And Strength of the Flesh. But we are also paying out the ass for Dominion. Whereas if I start with you, and we just go for this, but then I have to buy into that. The problem was the Idol Sorcerer didn't get any strength options. Meaning that it gets kind of pricey there. Like, that would be what we'd be looking at with another Strength of the Flesh or something. And then attack skill. So we might have to go imprisoned just to be able to afford more stuff. And honestly, I don't know, this is getting kind of pricey. We could, instead of taking blood, go with the classic option of Monolith and buy into Glamour instead. But then I have to buy into Fire. So the Idol of Men gets us Nature 5. Buy into Glamour. We get Air instead. Kind of pricey. That would give us pretty good non-incarnate bless. For scales, yeah, I don't think I really need much in the way of resources. I might even take a sloth. Take order, take growth, take magic. That's probably a bit too high of Dominion. I don't think I can get much else there. Unless I want to tank Fortune to go for one more order, just for more money. Something like that. That way our sacreds are pretty strong for like the early shit. And then once things get real serious, we get awe on all our wolves and everything. And it's really quite painful. The only problem with this strat is that we have an immobile pretender without access to arcane. Or astral, I mean. So he can't teleport. Which is a pretty risky endeavor. And it's like, if I had to buy in anyways, why was this the better option? Just take Glamour 6, Astral 3, Death 5. Oh, because I had to buy into 2 things with this guy. I had to buy into Nature 5. Yeah, okay, that works. Actually, that is cheaper somehow. actually get one more bless point, which we can spend on another heroism. Alright, that works. Oh, Dominion. Right. Never mind. There you go. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I think that works. So now he can teleport. And we like teleporting our immobile pretend. Just like, you never know. Your profit might be down or something, you know, and you want to capture a threat. It's just, it's nice to have the option available to us. And we got a lot of blood if we wanted to go that route. We got the Nature 5. This is all pretty strong, I think. This is what we're doing. Oh, I didn't get the fire. That's right. I knew I forgot something. So he had to buy into 3 things. Because the only thing he really had going for him was Astral and... fuck. No, that's right. I forgot. Okay, then the Monolith. He just has to buy into... No, he'd have to buy into 3 things. Okay. There's not going to be something that works out for us here. So we're going to have to take... I think we have to take, like, a Great Enchantress. And just make an imprisoned Great Enchantress. It's the only way to have such a convoluted bless. So in that case, I don't really need Astral. So I don't know what else we're going to want, except maybe something that has to do with our national... Like, if we want to do Illwinter, that's 5 blood, 3 water. We can apparently theoretically cast that on our own, but it's... You know... I guess. Could also take a higher scale at this point. Well, no, I guess we can't. Oh god, I guess we can't. I actually have to take slightly worse scale. I think we have to go for a bit more of a rainbow. So 3 water, and then we have to buy into, like, Astral. Come on! You gotta be shitting me. Yeah, because taking the 1 doesn't give you a bless point. Fuck. Well, I guess we can go 4 and get a Thistle Mace. It's not great, but... I suppose that's acceptable. Oriana. That was a complicated one. Oh, we're playing on Aluin, right. 14 players. I think we just set this at 20, right? That's what we usually do. And hope that that's not too many. Okay, well that only took 53 fucking minutes. Why is this process taking longer? I guess I get more knowledgeable, theoretically. And thus it's a lot more decisions to make. Well, we didn't start in the frozen north. We started in, like, the desert. But it will not be a desert for long. It'll be an ice desert thing. Alright, let's go south first and just see what's here. If this is all clear, I want it all. We're going to profitize you. For recruiting, we want to probably start with just the Geishas. And then, yeah, we're going to want Sacreds. I could just get a bunch of my normal Sacreds, which might be enough to win some battles with how blessed they'll fucking be. Right now, they have 19 protection, 18 defense. And the Chill Aura, which will be, apparently it just all stacks on top of each other. So 5 to a square. This is like a Chill 10 Aura, really. So I could get 5 of these guys a turn. We wanted to go a more traditional route. Not much better, honestly. We need more resources. So I think, yeah, we'll just go with that. Go with our sacreds. All right, research. There's a lot of things I want, really. We're gonna want the Blood of Garm eventually. We're going to want Mother Oak eventually. I think site searching might be the most valuable thing possible for me because I got a lot of 1 people. And then we'll have a few that have 2. So I think going with that in mind is probably the best. So that'll be that. And then we'll do Evocation 3 and then Conjuration 3. And that'll cover pretty much all our site searching. Salem is in the game. LA Salem. We got LA Archiskephali, Ulm, Mictlan, Katis, great. Midgard. Pyrene, Erythia, Salem, Mediolania, who have like sacred undead. They're like Marignon, but also have sacred undead. Probably a bunch of other terrifying stuff. Bone angels, angel of judgment, things like that. Histria, which have these fucking things. Krakens. Why do they get access to Krakens? Unless this is a mistake or something and they got thrown in there by accident. I mean, they're amphibian. They're not, I don't know. It might be a mistake. But I have no idea. I could try and confirm this. Again, the problem with combining all these mods is the IDs sometimes get scrambled. Yes, it does. That does look to be a mistake. They should not have access to that. Which is a really big problem because this is likely a summon or something. Yeah, that they can just buy for 100 gold. I think we have to stop combining all these mods. It's clearly not working. Hollowmore. It's like Halloween related thing, which is pretty funny. Tortuga. Pirates. Except they're supposed to all be humans, and these are definitely not humans. Okay, all these are just getting jumbled completely together. And then these guys that got the wasps again. Okay, we gotta stop combining. I'm tempted to remake this, but we'll just see how it goes until it bites me in the ass, and then we'll just start over and do it again. Yeah. Got lizard warriors, heavy infantry, heavy cab, militia, heavy infantry, archers, and a throne. Alright, we will take on this. We will do our best to persevere. We also have a freaking underwater throne here, which is annoying. We can crack that case. We got one there that's going to always be available to us. This one's basically always available to us. And then this one, which is probably also going to always be available to us. So that's 3 of the 4 thrones already done. And that's within, like, our starting circle here. Oh, right, the fucking stuff. I gotta always remember that. So what was the event? Earth gems. Nice. And as is custom, we will watch the first battle. Alright, so with the Blood Surge now, these guys have 20 slashing magical damage, 17 attack. We're not fighting in cold scales at the moment, so 14 protection, 16 defense. But they also have heroism, which is going to be great, because these guys are going to be getting kills, getting that sweet XP. It's all going to work out. Sure, we lost some archers there. Nope, no losses whatsoever. That's a very strong start. Can we take on heavy cav, though? Especially not in cold scales. I guess we'll see. I'd be remiss if I didn't get some of those wolf brothers. Okay, against heavy cav, we lost 3 of our sacreds because we're not fighting in strong cold scale. 1 archer, 15 spearmen. Ouch. Paid for that one, but we got it. Not that it gave much resources. Now I gotta go all the way. Oh, it's not even part of my circle. Fuck. Llama owned by Salem. So Salem's capital is right here. Oh, we are going to have some ugliness here. I probably want to get this forest going on a lab as soon as we can, so we're going to move out you to do that. Unfortunately, Salem is doing pretty well for themselves with these professional horsemen. Strong calves. Strong cavalry. You will construct for me a lab. There's their capital. There's not much point in me scouting it out, but it's there. So he's expanding pretty fast here. It's going to be a fight for this territory. And his scales are maybe heat 1. It's early fall, so hard to say, but maybe heat 1. Alright, we got Augury and Haru specs. Augury doesn't help us, and I have to get 2 nature for that to matter. Means we'd have to switch to the big boys for any chance of that. Oh, also we didn't take unaging. Forgot about that. Guess it's not mandatory, right? Also, I didn't take increased leadership. Great. I fucked up a lot on that bless, I think. Ooh, boy, they're fast. Holy shit. And they buffed with body ethereal. But they did their job pretty admirably, so I can't complain too much. We lost 2 wolves. Yeah, I mean, we'll take that. But man, the Rim Betties held the line there, huh? Against lizards who are pretty nasty. Yeah, so the odds of us actually getting 2 nature on any of these is very, very slim. So if I want nature gems, we might have to just have one of these guys. Why don't you just site search? We'll get something out of it, probably. We lost 1 Rimvetti, 1 Spearman, 1 more Wolf. But we got attacked on purpose by Salem's fucking settlers. And he killed both of my mages there. I mean, okay, if this is what you really want, dude, I will fucking oblige. You just come barreling in here with your covered wagon and expect everything to be fine? Okay, now we lost Sonria. And that 1 settler and his fucking PD killed 2 of my sacreds and 3 more wolves. What the hell is... He hired this as a mercenary band, obviously. But now I have to PD up both of these places, which may or not even do anything for me. This is getting out of hand. How the hell did he even get here? Good. Lizard warriors doing work. Alright, man. If this is really what you wanted, this is what you're gonna get. I think we gotta send out a Geisha with more forces. He already has a full fucking fort here because his settlers can just instantly pop this up. Oh my god, we have to eliminate this guy. And who would have thought we're not fighting in fucking cold scales? Shocking. See, I told you. I told you it was just never going to happen. I don't know what I was thinking. Fine. Okay, good. Okay, throne's already been claimed by Ulm. Hey, wow, 2 nature. Holy shit. Another throne's been claimed. We got attacked again. I lost another sacred, unfortunately. Because these damn scales. Not only are we fighting in neutral heat, we're fighting in one heat. So we have a negative penalty on all our protection, and like it's just miserable. I knew I shouldn't have gone with this. I knew that was gonna be a concern with the fucking AI. It's just they're ridiculous. We're gonna send out another Geisha. Yeah, I think, man, if we redid this, it would definitely be to take that inspirational shit. That would help a lot. Spells. Need the swordsman just to help break down. Okay, good. The walls are hardly damaged at all. Feels like they're hardly damaged at all. Yeah. Never underestimate just throwing 300 archers into a battle. But the fact that I can make these Geishas every turn, and they have like all my magic, and they're researchers, and they can actually lead 50 troops. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of nice. I gotta say, it is kind of nice. But imagine if they could lead 100 troops with +1. Work is going very slowly. Well, I'm adding in more troops as we speak. And I can send out another squad. Oh, we are certainly going to get attacked. Would have liked to have gotten the swordsman, but at least he didn't get him. I just can't believe how fast this fucking war happened. Good God. Yeah, okay. Conjuration 2, Conjuration 3. Maybe grab Alteration 3 for Body Ethereal now. He did attack me. And we lost. And he didn't even lose that much. Alright, yeah, I think that's game. I can't believe how fast he fucking... Like, he attacked here. On... What was that? Like, turn 8 or something like that? Turn 9? I don't know what it was on. It was fast. And then it's a fucking modded-ass nation that is just better than me. So let's trim some of these mods. So, like, what are we seeing in there? Vespica was showing up for some reason. I don't know who has... I think my core one that I always... Like, the core 11 or whatever I always used. We never ran into that problem. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure who has the giant... I wish you actually could just pull up, like, the mod page. I mean, Dominions, the mod support could use a lot of work. But we'll disable basically anything that wasn't part of that core kind of stuff. Like that collection of mods from all the three creators that worked together. It's probably from Oceania. Maybe. LA Oceania? No, actually, it's not. But I'll leave Confluence on because it's just a big, giant collection. Take off Aria. Yeah, we'll go with that. 22 total. Right, so let's do that again, shall we? And I want to play an Alduin again. I'm going to do the same thing. Blah, blah, blah. This is Mangg's LPs, 38, 2, late age, difficult, standard, a bunch of them, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all random land nation except for... Tortuga's not really... Fuck it, Tortuga. And then we are Vaettiheim, Wolfkin Jarldom. Go. Now, okay. So where we went wrong, let's see, we got 6, 2, 5. I think we had some of this. There was some other stuff involved. We had like 7. I don't know if my scales... I don't think my scales were too bad. I don't think I needed anything there to be changed. Why do I feel like I have a lot more points now? Where did I... Did I have 2 order? I don't think so. Well, I guess just take more stuff. Maybe we did a different... Yeah, okay. Right, so we had awe, we definitely want inspirational presence this time, regardless of what that costs us. We had blood surge. I think we had a few strength of the flesh in there. And then I had heroism. So now we're missing out on the attack bonus. And Yeah, but we got inspirational presence. Oh, we also don't have unaging. Oh, nature 5. That's right. Whoops. Need a nature 5 on that, which is going to be tricky to grab. There you go. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, we could take to try to get on aging, but that would be pretty expensive. 3 bless points. I'd have to take another worse scale. We'd have to take 1 less growth. And, well, really, even less growth. Even less. Even less. I'd have to skip on the magic, too. Unless, there you go. Yeah, that's it. That would give us unaging. I think, yeah, I think it, yeah, I think. Honestly, I think at the start we don't make sacreds, really. I mean, they're pretty good. But it depends, like, we need to get our scales, we need to get the cold out there. And, we struggle with that early on. Korra, I'll praise Korra. Let's go 18 thrones. Okay, hour and 21 minutes. Now we get started. Okay, the Calum start that we had. Great. It is what it is. Let's head south, see who's down here. Prophets. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. It's nice to get the heroism going. So we have a lot of, like, experienced Rimvetti. They were being pretty strong in the early encounters. Alright, fine. Oh, yep. I think, yeah, we're gonna stick with what we had. Thank goodness it reminds you about that. Okay, this time we have Phlegra, Pythium, Man, Abyssia, Raga, Batala, Choman, Mictlin, Femini, Piconi, Atlantis, Hollowmore, and Tortuga. So we still have Hollowmore in play. And Tortuga, the pirates, Scallywag standards, and Cannoneers. Yeesh, those things will hurt. But maybe we'll never meet them. You never know. We got Militia, Heavy Infantry, Archer. Militia, Archer, Light Infantry. This is where we're going. And I guess I should bring the mage along right away. To build a lab there. This is a forest. Yeah, pretty much as expected. Lost 6 spearmen, but I will not cry over that. Second fight, though, is a little trickier. Found a Mercury Pond, Garden of Frozen Flowers. Lost 1 Sacred, 5 Archers, 2 Spearmen. Acceptable. And the cold is spreading, baby. Alright, we want to get you on repeats. And we want to get some more Herdvetti. Crossbowmen. Good, good. Yeah, the Wolf Riders, soon enough, soon enough. Yeah, if I had a double glamour, I would take it for despair and sleep. But we need, like, yeah, we need 3 death for terror. So there isn't much reason to bring along mages at the moment. Keep researching. This all looks pretty empty down here. Did I not have crossbowmen? I didn't pick up troops while I was there? That was bold of me. Patala is right down here. Right here. Yep. That'll happen. There's Patala, our old buddy. Maybe he won't have the fucking elephant god this time. I mean, if we move fast, we can probably get to his doorstep relatively quickly. But we do have the smallest army in the entire game, so that's awesome. But Patala somehow has the largest army in the entire game. Go figure. I guess he has one less province than I do. Probably just a lot of chaff. A lot of fucking chaff. Okay. Yeah. Start making the big boys. This one's big, 140. But I got some pretty quality troops, so fingers crossed on that one. My heart can't take it, so let's just watch. Do have a lot of sacreds. And they're all pretty good. We're in some cold scales here. So 16 protection, 17 defense, 18 damage, 15 attack before blood surge. It's pretty damn great. And the double experience, bumping them up even more. It's pretty good. Yeah, that was a win. 3 Rimvettis died, but still quite worth it. That's a nice place for a fort. That's a nice place for a fort. We just have to be able to afford the fort. I mean, it's not that nice. 2 of its connections are in the fucking water. But it's connected to a forest there. 54 resources here. Could be alright for a fort. Alright, let's load you up with troops. Good. These barbarians aren't going to mess around as much. Thaumaturgy 4, but I don't have 2 nature. Gotta wait for conjuration for other stuff. Great. Love the random barbarian hordes all the time. Yeah, the problem I see already is like Patala will inevitably go to war with us because his only way out is through a throne. Oh, there might be another way out. Hold on. Oh, great. He attacked my lab, killed mage, killed 3 hags. And, awesome. I love the Rampaging Barbarian Horde event on, like, turn fucking 8. That's a really strong, choice, game. Well, actually, at this point, you're better off just waiting. Right, there's... Oh, is this not connected? This is connected. Right, so his only options are through the water or through this throne. But we kind of want to kill him because that gives us a connection to this throne and this throne. And presumably we don't want to do any ocean thrones. But we could. So they sometimes don't move. Great, we're really nailing this well. Now the question is, will they move? I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. The mystery. I don't know. Fire archers, Dacloses. Oh, and there's a throne here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Took fucking forever, but we got him. My research queue is empty. Well, that's pretty exciting. Because you can now cast Arcane Probing. Did you find anything? No, of course not. And it's annoying because I had a double nature in the last game. It was very nice. Garden of Pearls found. And Farm of Plenty found. Nice. Supply points, population growth, horticulturist, excellent. Province income, increased growth. This is a great spot for our palisade. And yeah, the horticulturist, nature 1, water, earth, 10% for another thing. We will make many of these. Not great, but it was 130 fucking barbarians, which is why I wanted the whole team involved. Yeah, that was a painful one. And hey, foresaw a great disaster and prevented it. We love that. Big ass throne. There's another forest here we could build a lab in if we want to do that. So make sure that's still going. Yeah, why not? Get over there. Doing well on research. Let's grab a few enchantments and then go down construction because we will want boosters. Good, good, good. And there's another forest. Oh, we are fighting in some nasty ass heat scales here. Holy shit, Patala has heat. Oh boy. Okay, then we may want to wait for him to take the war to us. We might be able to fight on the defensive in heat. So I'm going to take Indies for as much as I can. But after that, we will probably sit on our laurels and go north. Or we fight in winter, but still, with 3 heat scale he's got. Our guys are weak. Yeah, 3 Remvettis died on that one. That shouldn't happen, but it did. Foresaw another great disaster. Excellent. Oh, and he's got strong dominion. He's probably got the highest dominion. Yep, he sure does. Why do we get this? Why does this happen to us? Damn Batala every game. Damn late age. Why do I keep rolling late age? Oh, we did get a... Nice. Our specs. We could get a little blood just for Blood Bowl stuff. Do a little light blood hunting, maybe. I don't know if it... You know, there's things you can forge. Which is kind of nice. We got Arcane Probing. We got Horror Specs. There isn't much else I can get. Yeah, if I had double glamour... Oh, I do have double glamour. That's a higher spell, though. Conjuration 4 for fine glamour sites. Alright, just keep researching. I don't care too much. And I think we can ship out another... We can probably ship out 2. Ship out you 2 loaded with units. Let's go... Or maybe I should send you north. Yeah, we should go north. Okay, not bad. All right, so now, yeah, yeah. Not gonna be happy about it. Not gonna be a happy camper. We're going to have you preach here to try to get cold scales. Probably could take that, but, yeah. I'm gonna have you make the palisade here. And you make a temple here. Yeah, alright, that's a good number of resources and recruitment points. Not bad. And we can make sort of the core parts of our army here. So that's not bad. Oh, I love when I press that. Yeah, honestly, I think that's still the way to go. Hey, Patala declared war on me. Found a maze. He attacked with 105 units. And I didn't put up any PD, so we lost 22 sacreds, 20 Herdvetis, 1 archer, 1 crossbowman. He certainly suffered a defeat, but probably not as significant to him as it is to me. Fine. I have to now reinforce all the way here, which, oh boy. Main thing is we really... I mean, we would have lost more if he attacked in summer, but he's gonna attack more. So now we really need to just beef up PD here. That was not a... Yeah, I forgot about PD. I always do. Fuck. He attacked again, but now with PD. Much better. Still lost 3 more sacreds, but we might be able to hold off for a bit here. Especially if I put more PD in. Yeah, I mean, he's never going to back down. We know that. Let's send out another mage. Man, I have a lot of them. All with 100 leadership. Very nice, very nice. I mean, I could bring along some other mages, but it's like, what are they going to do? Just a big mishmash of shit, you know? I mean, I guess. Again, just grab a few of these whatever mages. They'll cast something sometime. Currently Frozen Heart or something is a pretty good one for water. Because it only takes 1 water. I have no idea what it's under. Frozen Heart. Alteration 6. Yeah, so it's range 25 plus, 1 person, 100 precision, 10 plus armor negating. But, you know, we can have all of our 1 water guys can just spam that, you know? So that is something that's pretty viable. Unfound door. And we got attacked in our capital by Femini. He sent pirates just to attack my capital. Why? 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 Why and from where, I guess, is the golden question. We're not at war with him. Oh, it's just like... Tortugan Dominion has a 2% chance per Dominion candle to spawn a Master of the Seas and 4d3 plus 4d3 raiders and hijackers in enemy coastal provinces. Right, so any coastal province now has a chance to just get raided. Fucking hell. We're all coast. We're coast to coast. This sucks for us, man. I need PD in every which way. I mean, theoretically, it's not that bad, but obnoxious, I think, would be the term I'd use. Oh boy, this is going to be a rough one. As we head into summer. Patala. Found the cedar pillars. We prevented the +1 heat. What, specifically in Wolvermore or just globally? I think... Oh, I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. It'd be pretty obscene if globally he just stopped that. But yeah, we can't fight his fucking Dominion, man. This is a lot of heat. This is the worst matchup possible for us. And nearly the worst, like, build that I could have gone for. Yeah, I mean, really. I built the one ice protection unit that I could, and that's the focal point of my whole army. So yeah, this is worst case scenario. This would be like in multiplayer, you'd make a lot of concessions and groveling to prevent going to war with Patala, I think. And you just be like, hey man, we're like, we don't want to do this. We don't have to fight each other. You can have this whole southern continent. Feel free. But the AI can't be bargained with, can't be reasoned with. All that kind of stuff. I mean, we could. I can send it off, but as usual, he's not going to agree when I'm like right here building a palisade. They just don't. They don't tolerate that. But he didn't attack this turn, so he bought me a little bit longer. Yeah, no, we don't have any of the wolves. I probably should build some. Because they are nice to kind of have. Alright, fine. Alright, he attacked Troll Canyons. With basically nothing, including Ice Drakes. Thank you. And then Kopos, which I just PD'd. Thank goodness for that. Now we got our Palisade. So that's good and strong. He still has second highest Dominion. But he has suffered blows to his army size. Still a lot bigger than us. We're still fighting in extreme heat. We may want to wait for winter before we make any big offensive pushes here. If I can get this into my own dominion, that'll help a lot too. I don't know why you do this to me, pal. I feel like I still have to move north though, right? Like I can't just ignore this entirely. I don't know, this is always the trouble. Seven herd Vetties, 2 crosswomen, but otherwise just tearing down his chaff bit by bit, even in the heat. My god, 4 heat. Even with all this preaching going on, I can't cut a break. Capital P is really a shitty hotkey. But everyone preach. Do not stop preaching. I also can recruit out of here, and we shall. We'll get a few of these guys. Some of these guys. Some of these guys. Not much, but something. Doing damn well on research, at least. That's good. Got a lot of these little piddly mages. Okay, we lost 3 Erdvetis, 1 Sacred, 3 Crosswomen. He lost 67 units. Pretty good. He's got a lot of chaff. Heat +1 during this summer. Oh my god. Okay, we do have this in our scale, or our dominion finally. But man, oh man. We have to just... honestly, maybe just move you there as well. But I want to keep preaching. Boy. And you can now forge thistle maces. So do that. Turns all these 1 natures into 2s. It's pretty good. All right, the bless. I don't know if they did that or not, but yeah, whoops. We got attacking Kopos again. We lost 19 Herdvetis. No Sacreds. He lost 106. Including 10 of his own Sacreds. 11 of his own Sacreds. 4 Elephants. And Elephants are pretty terrifying for us, so that's good. It just always seems like he's got fucking... just a big horde tier. Maybe I should actually be proactive. Oh, that's right. They don't have Divine Blessing. That's right. Fuck. Okay, then just have everyone fire that off. Yeah, playing defense is probably smarter. But if I can end that, that would be pretty good. We need Conjuration 4 for Brood of Garm. We're about to get that. That'll give me some nice Sacred Wolves. We still have about 7 turns, give or take, for my Pretender to come out. And then we get Awe. And then, like, the scales almost don't even matter. That's probably when we want to march on. We got Abyssia here. Another not friend of us. 5 heat scales. I can't believe I'm sandwiched between 2 extreme heat scale nations. I don't like it. Femini has declared war on me. And we got attacked by Femini in Wolvemortna. Yes. Yep. 5 more mages died. Another Geisha. And Femini also likes heat, don't they? They got... well, maybe they don't. I thought they were kind of... aren't they a branch of, like, Pyrene and stuff? We attacked Ograthon. And we lost 105. Yep. Oh boy. I mean, it's just heat scales. We lost here. We got heat scales everywhere here. Femini. Maybe they don't care about heat scales. I guess they're neutral. But still, I'm definitely sandwiched between two, and now I'm under attack by two. I'm so fucking sick of L.A. Patala. I just want to be done with it. Fuck, man. Oh, it does have a smaller army than I do, but my army's kind of scattered and hard to say. I mean, I could just take this from him, and that would give us more spots for PD, I suppose. I don't got much down here, man. We really need reinforcements. Shouldn't have stopped that. Ugh, fucking Femini. I didn't even do anything to you. Why do we have to... I don't even have anything. Why are you doing this? I guess it's land. Okay, we took the salt plains. Femini attacked Fields of Gold, which is our fortress. Their 13 Lady Knights got 73 kills. Because this is like his fucking heavy cav, his like biggest unit. And then he attacked Kopos again, and we fended them off again. Our walls are damaged. So we got in there, but now I have to break out. Yeah, a little iffy with the big heavy cav charging towards me. Dude, you didn't even take all your own shit. What the hell, man? Oh, what the hell, man? You didn't even take your own shit. Is this where you came from? Anyways. Break siege. Alright. Don't got much in the way of PD there. But, you know, anything could happen. Oh, God. Fucking late age. I always get screwed. I mean, we won as Gath, I suppose, but Gath was simple. Didn't have to depend on any scales or anything. Alright, we won in Pustinia. He attacked Salt Plains, and we fended him off. That's good. We attacked out of the fortress. We did win, albeit painfully, but that might make him think twice. Barbarian Horde. The second Barbarian Horde. Thankfully, we have PD everywhere now. Oh no, he beat us. Thankfully, I don't have PD everywhere. Fuck you. Alright, well, we'll send another squad out. This is what we do. Alright, we came into a lot of money from some events. Yeah, 1900 gold. That helps. I'm gonna bump all these up to 41 at least. That's good. We're gonna fucking raise every temple, get him trapped in his base, drain him of all his shit, and kill him. I'm gonna get temples in all these spots. We're going to ride out here to take this. Get PD here again. Okay. We sure are researching. And we should get our god back soon. Sometime soon. Remember when we were fighting in coldness and it was great and awesome? Hey! Excellent. That means awe just kicked in. Yeah, okay. We got attacked in Pustinia. PD kicked his ass even more. So now he's just going to send out... he's not going to be smart about it. So the fact that we can beat his first raiding party he's just launching out there is very strong. Especially this totally. So he's not just like accumulating retreats and just building up more and more forces on retreats until he wins. Which is usually how they operate. We attacked Felicia. By Felicia. Although we are down to 16 sacreds. They did well. Wish we could have killed more, but it happens. And we took back Assad. Killed a false prophet. Good. Everything good. Alright, so the first thing we want to cast before we do anything else is something I don't have. And that's Mother Oak. That's Alteration 5. But I guess we can start getting the Brood of Garm going. Every turn until I say we're done. Can't you also... You can also cast Brood of Garm. Alright, just get me a lot of broods. Okay, we got that back, so now we get a bit more of that. Got this back. Bump that up quite a bit, because Femini is an asshole. I will send you a message to please don't disrupt my shit again. But I really need to send these reinforcements down. Goal was to build a temple here. We'll get to that. Yeah, yeah. I know. And the PD's not going to do great against his fucking Lady Knights. But I don't know if I can afford to... Alright. I'll wait here for a moment. With one of them. Iffy decision. But once we get our sacreds out, our wolves, that'll be a lot better. Our chances improve greatly. Root of Garm. We attacked Ograthon. We lost 5 more sacreds. What? Probably because my protection is so low that we're getting like friendly fire now. Or he's summoning something. But no, they got 14 kill. I feel like, yeah, we're getting some friendly fire in there. We got attacked in Wolvermore again. Good thing I stayed. I think I have to keep staying until the job's done. Forgot to PD that. That could have been disastrous. Alright, now we can just starve him out. But he does have the elephant idol. Which does not give two shits about PD or even awe on my sacreds. Like, God. And I don't really have any huge heavy hitters. I could start making some Jotun up here, the Axeman. They could do some damage, maybe. Alright, let's do Sacreds and Axemen. But our number of troops is going to plummet way down. Shit. And we're just like all our thoughts, all our effort, everything focused on Patala while the rest of the world moves on. Can't say I'm pleased. Alright, we're going to get Alteration 5 this turn, so Mother Oak will happen. But look at our Jotun wolves. Yes. Yes. They shall be mighty. Yeah, those things will hurt. And they're size 6, which is nice. To prevent some trampling. Bemini refused. Got attacked again in Wolvermore. But now he's just sending piddly stuff for the moment. And he attacked Felicia. He lost another sacred. But, you know. It is what it is. That was a lot of what he had left there. Like, his income has to be, even with his 30% bump, has to be extremely minimal. Unless he just really moved out into the water with his Nagas. Let's go find out, I guess. Really just trusting in the improved casting AI mod. Just do what's right. I don't think we want to attack just yet, but pretty soon. Pretty damn soon. Maybe when he does one more push. We want to get another batch of sacreds in here. Or we could actually send in some wolves now. We got quite a few wolves. Okay. Let's do that. And it'll take a while, but I think we can hold him at bay now for possibly indefinitely. Sigyn, Grunlod. I don't know. Just send in some. And I'm actually going to have you not cast that this turn. I'm going to have you do some alchemy with all these water gems we got. And now you will cast Mother Oak. I guess we have a lot of water gems, so keep the wolves coming. But we're going to be getting 17 nature gems a turn, which is incredible. Which means we can get 10, pretty much 10 Jotun wolves, extra sacreds every turn, which is very nice. Very, very nice. It'd be nice to have it in a more central location, but this is a safe location, and that's good enough for me for now. No battles that turn. Interesting. Okay. One more turn. I think he might roll out this turn one more time. Which we should be able to fend off. But then by besieging him, he can't make any more units. And then we'll go in for the big hurrah with the Jotun wolves and everything. And that's the plan. Tempted to build a fort here. Tempted to build a fort here, but I would lose access to I would lose access to the hags here. So maybe I should build a fort here instead. That might be a bit close to his home, wouldn't it? I don't know where his home is. Yeah. No, fuck him. Fuck yeah, I'm taking this. No, don't do that, please. Just do a little alchemy. Convert more of that so we don't run out. Good. Breach. Everyone should be preaching if they can. Somehow he just maintains an insane dominion because he's got fucking temples in every ocean spot he's probably taken over. Huzzah! Huzzah! Oh, the heat is unusually severe this summer. Awesome. Really love to hear that. Man, he really fucking beelined it for me, didn't he? He went like, look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Then he just avoided everything but stuff he needed to get to me. Disgusting. Okay, 240. It's quite a lot. I don't know if any one army I have will win. I also don't know if I want to rush into that without PD. Because he might split it. And I think the odds of that are pretty high. But he might go here first. I don't know, ideally I guess we bump up all these spots. But I don't have the money. Fuck. I guess we'll see. AI is not smart. They just have a lot of muscle. He attacked Pustinia with 141. I lost 17, mostly the Wolf brothers. But that was, you know, a fairly significant blow to him. A third barbarian horde! Great! This time we did defeat them. Okay, 90 units. It looks bigger than it is because it's a lot of elephant riders, but I think now's the time. I didn't get the, wolves yet, but... And we mostly have just a lot of fucking crossbows, but... We really want to stop him from building shit. Yeah, I mean, I probably should script all this rather than trusting in the heart of the cards. But we'll see what happens. God, why does it happen? Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of wolves. That was the whole point. That was the whole point. I mean, if we lose this, like if we actually lose this, then it might be done. I mean, I guess I can recover always, but... Okay, we have started to destroy the fort in Patala. The walls are hardly damaged. 2 thrones have been claimed. Micklin's been vanquished. And I guess we may as well watch this. Much as I might not want to. I'm curious to see what spells they're casting. A lot of body ethereal on themselves. There's some body ethereal on troops. Various luck spells being cast. The elephants already got routed. No, they didn't get routed. They were heading back to kill the wolf brother. Trample. That's a lot of crossbows. It's a lot of trampling. A lot of trampling. Ow, 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 ow. Nice awe effect there I saw. But still, a lot of pain on my sacreds, of which we don't have that many. And my sacreds are, whoo boy, man. 11 protection, 13 defense. These things are like, I would probably not even buy these if they were just a normal infantry. Alright, we did win, thank God. We lost 17 Herdvetis, 3 Sacreds, 3 Crosswomen, and a Wolf Brother. All in all, not too bad. I wish I would have killed more, as always, but we are routing at least. It was mostly PD. And now the walls are hardly damaged. Oh, joyous day. It's not like I have massive amounts of reinforcements coming in, and he does still have this here, because he already took over all this. Which means taking the actual capital is going to be very, very difficult. I think we have to abandon this. Trust that Femini is not going to be a real dick. Great. And then probably send out another party. Can I buy PD for my... No, doesn't work like that. Yeah, there's not much I can do. Recruiting everything we can there, everything we can there. Could build a palisade here in Berman Heights, though. May as well. We're gonna get alteration 6 this turn. That's good. I don't know what else we'd really go for. That's like, yep, I want this. I need this. This is important. So just get more evocation and enchantment, and we'll figure something out. Which is not a good thing to ever say in the mid game of a Dominions game. We'll figure something out. He did attack us in Patala. We are still besieging it, but now we need more men to breach it. This isn't going to go well. He's got no elephants. That's good. But I have even fewer sacreds. And I don't think this was all properly... Okay, yeah, we're getting bunched up too much. I gotta re-script this. A lot of crossbows, though. We lost 32 Herdvetis, 12 Rimvetis, 36 Crosswomen. Can't believe I still lost that many Rimvetis. Ouch. I've gone too far. But you know he has a fort here. There's no doubt about it. But I might take some men off. Just for the sake of, clearing out his shitty PD. And maybe stopping him from building more forts. I think the most important thing we have going for us is that he might not have more forts. These things are fucking fast. Speed 28, so I guess they're going to be with those guys. These are speed 12 compared to like, oh my god, yeah, the Rimvetti are speed 5 in this heat. This is miserable. And I don't even know if I don't think I don't want the Axemen. It was just the matter of this elephant idol. I don't know if there's anything else that I could just, like, some sort of ritual I could cast, perhaps? Rumble? That is actually pretty fucking strong. Holy shit. 4 provinces, 1... That's not gonna... 1, 2, 3... That's probably not gonna reach. You can teleport, right? Yeah. Okay, you teleport here. And one of you assholes... You're just gonna build a lab here for me. This will help a lot. Abyssia declared war on me. Because I built that palisade. We attacked Raz. We did win. He attacked us out of Patala again with the elephant idol, and we lost. We lost everything. The elephant idol. We gotta disable that community memes mod. If every game I'm gonna fucking play is gonna against LA Patala and he has the elephant idol, like, I'm done, man. That's just... That's nonsense. I gotta disable community memes. I mean, maybe that's part of Oh My Gods. I don't know, but it seems memey enough to be awful. It's pretty awful. So now I'm attacking again with 158. I gotta keep this rolling to maybe wipe out. He's he's building shit there, so this has to be enough. And then yeah, I mean, that won't do anything. Not yet, not until it's being besieged. But Wolven Winter will fucking do something. At least cut down on the heat scale, at least. Oh, and my prophet still lives. Holy shit. I'll take it. Alright, let's switch up our tactics here. Hold and attack rear, hold and attack rear, hold and fire closest, hold and attack closest. Yeah, hold and attack closest, hold and fire archers. Great. Okay, and then we got this here, this here. Really wish I had a line formation. Yeah, it's probably fine. It's not many soldiers. Not many at all. And no line formation. Really hurts if you're outnumbered then. Really painful stuff. But Wolven Winter will save the day. We will have the might of cold on our side. Well, we have started to destroy the fort in Patala. Very glad to see that. Wolven Winter. We attacked Wold. We did raise the temple to the ground. We lost 14 Herdvetis, meaning we have very little left to keep going there. We got attacked in Amia, but our PD have fended them off. We attacked Patala. I lost one wolf. They got 55 fucking kills, though. Yes. Obviously, he didn't have his elven idol on the outside of his fortress. No one expected that, but that, you know, it was good. We killed every last one, thanks to our wolves. Yes. Cold +3 population down. Barbarian Horde. 4th Barbarian Horde. Also fended off with PD. Now we have Palisades there. Okay. I guess we'll bump up our PD here for Abyssia. Omia is good, but you could construct a fortress there. Now you will fucking cast Crumble. Oh no, we need 5 earth. Fuck. That's a really expensive one. Also 20 earth gems. Oh, you're nowhere near Crumble. Okay, but Wolven Winter is basically exactly what I need. Yes. Much Wolven Winter. And that is... No! Fuck! Okay. Fine. He can't break out of here. So... PD it up. Yeah, this is correct. We Wolven Winter the shit out of this place. As cold as we can fucking make it. Keep them locked in there. And then all we have to do is worry about the stupid elephant idol, which I still am not sure what I'm going to do. We're hoping the Axemen can handle it. Speaking of which, we probably should send another pack. Snatra, which sounds like a I don't know, it sounds like a fucking garage ska band name. Frank Sinatra. Maybe a bit more mages too, just to be sure. Okay. Yes, probably. Boy. I think we just need more mages. Just give me like 40 mages and they'll cast some sort of armor negating thing that might hurt this guy. I don't know what, but it's something. Okay, a lot of shit happened. We got attacked in Wold, where I had just taken. Thankfully, PD fended off his little bullshit. We got attacked by Abyssia and Tarim, where I put PD, so he fended off that bullshit. And we got attacked in Omia. PD fended off that bullshit. Wolven Winter in effect. Barbarian Horde in Raz. So this is now the 5th Horde. And we lost that. Moderately damaged in Patala. Now you're talking. Oh yeah, it's fucking frigid there, baby. Oh god, the Barbarian Horde is going to attack me. Hopefully it goes to Wold, where I have PD. He's cut off from... No, he's not cut off. He still has all his ocean income, whatever that is, but he's cut off from his capital income. So that's good. Preach. Preach, baby. We'll bump this up even more. We keep sieging. We got more reinforcements coming in. Make Make sure they're all scripted properly. Okay. And this is the big troop that we got. We can do this. We can win. I'm going to send off an NAP to Femini again and Abyssia to try to calm that down. I know I'm going to have to go to war with one of them at some point, but just not today, please. Look, we got mages. Send them the fuck in. Well, it's on winter 1. We want it on winter like 3 or 4. So another Wolven winter. Go. Make it frozen. I want fucking Elsa coming off a balcony and singing. That's what I want out of Patala right now. Another battle in Wold. He's got basically nothing, but he has no option. As far as his script is concerned, he is pre-programmed to send whatever he can build per turn out to claim new land. That's what he can build per turn. 1 chieftain and 11 Bandar warriors. And that will obviously never beat this PD. So I think we're safe to move off of it now. Moderately damaged. We are killing off a lot of his population, but not enough for me to care. Wait a minute, he's got 130 here. Hold on. Perhaps I misinterpreted this. You're not getting out. I don't care what you get. It's at cold 2 now. Especially as we get into winter, but I'm not relenting. One more. They both refused. Awesome. Got attacking Wold again. That was with 87 or 97 of them. He lost quite a bit. Yep. We also got attacked by Barbarians, so that ended. And Abyssia again. And now he beat it. It only took him 30 units. Because his infantry is very strong, and he's got a lot of fire shit. Serpent Fiends and Smolder Ghosts. He's got... Why couldn't I play as these guys? Moderately damaged. He's not going to give up. I guess, another to Femini and another to Abyssia. Well, it's at cold 3. It's pretty good. Still got strong dominion there, though, so he will whittle it back down. I don't know if there's any... I mean, I could mind hunt or something. I can project self. I don't think that does anything for us, though. I can make stuff here. I could make the wolves here. Oh, I could do fires from afar. That's right. I think we said that doesn't really do anything. I'd rather do crumble, but it's obviously not an option here. It'd be just like making wolves here, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's probably the best thing I could do, I guess. All the mages. All the mages. Like, the amount of effort it takes to just wipe out somebody in the early game. But it's like, what? There's no other end. You know? There's no other fucking end. He'll never accept. These people will never accept. So it's either you have to wipe them out or you just wall up with PD and hope that it holds, but they will just keep expanding in other directions. They'll get a doom stack of 1,000 units, and then you're fucked. So it's just like, this is what it's like to play against AI. And I know I complain a lot about the AI, but it's more like, I just kind of wish it was a bit better rather than I'm going to go play multiplayer. Like, I'm still just always going to play against AI. Alright, he rode out. He didn't really do anything. He did kill 4 of my wolves, but man, I have 73 of them. Jesus. Kind of want to see them in action real quick. I also didn't see if they're all scripted to hold. No, they're not. Okay, we didn't script them all. But okay, with Blood Surge, we have 17 hit points. No, 30 hit points. He already got wounded. 12 protection, 8 defense, 19 attacks, 33 bite, 31 slashing with reinvigoration. Yeah, they're not meant to be frontliners, but man, oh man, do they shred. Jesus. Okay, well, that was good to see that before the final. We have breached the fort. I don't know where he's still getting this. Maybe he's summoning. You can summon stuff, so he's probably summoning. But I don't think I want to go until I have the most amount of mages possible. What a fucking mess this screen is. Okay. So many mages, so many mages. Just cast something, please. Okay, I could put all the astral ones in a communion. That's true. That's true, that's true. I don't know how many I have. I don't think I have that many. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we could make one guy into a reasonable communion of death. But we still don't have enchantment 5 for Horde of Skeleton spam, so... You know. Alright, you're all going with. Get in there. Alright, we'll ride out of Wold. One way or another, the video is ending with Patala. Whether I give up because I lost the battle against the fucking Elephant Idol, or I succeed and I take his capital, and there's a shining glimmer of hope to move on. Yeah, attack Wold again. Blah, blah, blah. Abyssia attack Berman Highs. And they won, so they will take over that. And then they'll probably just keep going because they refused my thing again. And I'm on the other side of the world now. Wolves are hungry and attacked Ograthon. Luckily, we had people there. Okay. Well, I do have some more troops. So I suppose we can ride out with something. You ever have like your headphones on and you have pets, and like you have multiple pets and they all just like look up at something, or like they hear something and they're like kind of on alert, and you don't hear anything because you have headphones on? It's like, how concerned should I be? Is my life currently in danger? More so than from a heart attack? Yeah, all right. I mean, I guess we just want to kind of wrap this up and see how it goes. The 3-hour mark is usually where we get to. I feel like I need to end a video. Act Wold again. Yeah, he's just going to keep throwing stuff out there. He's getting, I think, mercenaries or something. Right? Might benefit me to go in a skirmish formation. I don't know. No, you gotta do this first. Oh, yeah, and the wolves. Fuck. We'll see how it goes. It's got a bunch of fire shit. I'm a bunch of ice shit. It's a classic combo. Okay, I'm moving there for some reason. I don't know. And I suppose we will send in the tender, because at this point, what does it matter? Oh boy. Crazy stuff, man. I mean, honestly, I feel like if I take Batala, I won. I think I won the game. Alright, we attack Berman Highs, so let's watch against Abyssia with all my wolves. Not all going to be blessed, though. We don't have great blessing powers. Man, oh man, that's way too many. Holy shit. Oh, my wolves getting shredded on fire, and oh god. Yep, that is a massive loss. Abyssia just fucking scales. like AI late Abyssia. 255. He's got 100 of these heavy infantry. 57 of the light infantry. 21 of the axe throwers. 38 guardians of the pyre, sacred with heat aura. And I'm excited to look at his fucking 24 warbreads. Yeah, no surprise there, obviously. What does his bless look like? Reconstruction 5 dread. Oh, he's got dread ore on all those too. Great. Yeah, well, that's just grand. That's about all I can do for you, and it's not going to be enough. Alright, one more turn waiting for you to come in. It all comes down to, can I kill the elephant idol? That's the entire crux of the argument. Alright, we're gonna have you cast Communion Master first. It's like maybe 2 of them. Although not the blood one. You guys will be on slave. Slave none. Slave none. Slave none. You can get Communion Master. Maybe one other master. Okay. Then we just pass this turn. Okay. And away we go. Pretty sure it's all scripted. Barely at all, but scripted. There you go. And Storm Castle. This will be fun. This is the end of the video. The final battle, one way or the other. A message from Patala. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Okay, he's got very little outside of his elephant idol. But he does have a shit ton of defenses on the walls. Mages are going to die in droves. Oh my god. Dropping gifts from heaven. Oh, Blade Wind. Oh god, he's casting spells. Natural Protection, Rest 5, Penetrate. So it's the exact same build. That means it's not vanilla. Because vanilla, they just press random. It's always a complete random. As if you pressed R when you were making your own pretender. So that means this is a preset build for late age Patala that he got twice in a row. And I don't like it at all. So I gotta figure out which mod it is, if it's community memes or oh my gods. I actually lean towards oh my gods, to be honest. Because oh my gods only gives them 3 choices. An awake, a dormant, and imprisoned. So I think he got the same dormant choice twice. And I happen to be against LA Patal. I mean, so many things had to line up for the fact that I'm fighting a fucking elephant idol a second time. But this is my revenge. Because he's not scripted to attack. He's scripted to cast spells. Which is pretty nasty as well with that blade wind. But he is crumbling. He's taken... We've made him bleed just ever so... 140 extra hit points due to his dominion. God damn the AI. Yeah. But he's right in the gap, so now we have to just drag this out while we get shredded with spells. I mean, I don't know what the casters are doing, if anything. Heal, Word of Bewilderment. I mean, what have you been doing? You've been fatigued the fucked out by casting Shadow Warriors and Soldiers of Steel. So that's why we have Illusory Warriors out there now. I guess they can do maybe 1 damage to the big guy. But the wolves... Oh, yeah. Oh, he's getting shredded now, boy. So it's, look at that. Jotun Wolf. Damage roll 28 plus 16 versus Prot roll 28 plus 5. That means that we are equaling his protection with our bites. Yes. 28 protection is not enough in this day and age. Not with my blood-surged Jotun Wolves. Oh, he is crumbling. Yes. Yes. Die, you stupid thing. Die, die. Yes, we got him. He's fatigued out now. All the crits. He's... Yes. Yes! That was my fucking victory. This message right here. That was the victory. We lost 2 of the Jotun Yigas, 2 Hags, 8 Herdvettis, 22 of our wolves, 6 Rimvettis, 17 crossbowmen, a whole shit ton of wolf brothers. He didn't really have much, but his Nagarishis got 32 kills. The Elephant Idol got 25. If it had been set to trample, though, we probably would have lost. He probably would have routed the whole army. You saw how long it took him to actually kill, and he was just casting Blade Wind. Yeah. So, boom. Oh, I know what that sound is now. Okay, I can... Fireworks. Fucking 4th of July. I ain't got time for that. I just killed an elephant idol. Okay. Right. So, I can't really wipe out Patala completely because, he's got the ocean spots, which would take forever to get rid of. So at this point, the game would just kind of take a while. Because, I mean, I could go over and grab this. I could grab this. But then past that, there's fortresses, like, going to be everywhere. Maybe he hasn't taken this, but I kind of doubt it. Man was... He was all up in this shit, so... Yeah, there's really... I can get this one, and that's about it. That's going to be easy. I know it's like... Yeah, Mangg, that's Dominions. Not every game is meant to be won in 2 hours. I know. I get it. But at the same time, it's like, okay. Like, I experienced the nation. I don't think they're even that bad. Or anything. I don't know how they stack up on, like, an LA tier list. Let's see. What's our symbol look like? It's got, oh, the wolf head on top, yeah. So here's one someone made on Tier Maker. C tier. I could maybe see that. I could maybe see that. Here's one video on it from pre-release. Only 26 minutes long, though. It's not very long. This might be the same guy. No, he put it A tier, mid A tier on pre-release. But this was pre-release, so I don't know. You know, things changed or his opinions changed. His initial impression back then was A tier. But if you know, you can find plenty of tier lists for EA, MA, but really not many people play late age. And I can't disagree, and I'm not sure exactly why. I don't know if I can pinpoint it. It's just not quite as entertaining for some vague reason. Like, just that I've like never had like a wow, that was an amazing fun game on late age. So I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Maybe it's just like every nation has blood, and there's a lot of blood stuff for some reason. I don't know why that's like the hallmark of late age stuff. Like it's this like thesis statement that the nations just devolve into carnal pleasures or something after enough time. I have no idea what whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, I won this. I wiped out Patala. That was a hell of a war. And this, again, I think is revenge for that Kalem game I had in this exact same starting position against Katis here that I just couldn't win and got demolished. This time, I stood strong and I took out Patala using everything I've learned. But also, this is kind of a stronger nation. We had nice troops. We had the Wolves. The Wolves were definitely an excellent touch. I think they would have been a lot harder without the Wolves. We would have had to entirely rely on the Axemen, which could have gotten the job done for sure. But the Sacred Wolves, pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. The fact that my main Sacred, depends entirely on cold scales, and we did that final battle in like full heat again, of course. It's just relentless. Going against the Heat Nation, I mean, multiplayer, like I said, you just wouldn't do it. I don't know if he has any sort of strong objection to fighting in the cold. I mean, he likes heat scale +2. But, you know, it's just like, that's as a nation, really. So it hurts like his supply and stuff and income to have cold stuff. Oh, I guess his Sacreds are cold-blooded. Right. So yeah, in multiplayer, these two would just be like, hey, let's shake hands, man. We don't want to fuck with each other, and that's not good for either of us. I mean, maybe. You never know. I mean, I guess things could happen, but that's certainly something I would have tried to have done, is try to make friends with Patala down here and say, okay, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go north. You know, maybe I'll just go north, dude. Whatever you want to do, I'll go north. Because but then I'd be bumping into Abyssia, and it's like, oh well, I don't want to piss on Abyssia. So I don't know, man. Then I'd have to develop ways to just go into the water or something and try and cross this. Yeah, it would have been rough. It would have been rough no matter what. Sandwiched between two fucking heat nations. And yeah, I'm still at war with Abyssia, and I don't want to deal with that, so we'll just call it here. That was a good enough game. I won, as far as I'm concerned. But I think we'll keep maybe community memes on and disable... I don't know. Like, oh my gods is normally perfectly fine. So, what are the odds that I'll ever face LA Patala again? They'll be in an LA game and be a neighbor with me and be at war, and they happen to have the Elephant Idol. Maybe he had... I don't think he had two different designs for the Elephant Idol, though. He should have unique designs for each awake, imprisoned, or dormant. So it was really just everything had to line up, but it lined up for my revenge, so that's fine. All right, so that'll be that. Next time we'll roll up another nation and see how it goes. I mean, probably it'll be a modded one again. We haven't had one in 3 games now. That was 3 vanillas in a row. But all right. My name is Mangg. This has been Dominion 6, LA Vaettiheim. And I'll see you fine folks around.